What's going on, everybody? Adam Hill Vending with some breaking news. Cantaloupe has been acquired. All right. The card processing company, I guess now machine sales, Micro Mart, VMS company, Cantaloupe, has been acquired for $848 million. A massive deal in the vending industry has just taken place. Okay. 365. I mean, have they just cornered the market in vending? Where them and Nyack is the only competitors out here. Keep in mind, 365 bought Par Level. I mean, this is just another acquisition that they're making. So almost $1 billion deal, though. That's a pretty major deal. 365 is owned by a private equity company. So Cantaloupe will now be going off of the stock exchange and be a private company now. Don't know really what that means for them. But let's go into some hot takes, some initial feedback. I'm going to, pull up this press release here of what they're saying. And we'll kind of try to go through the, CEO talk, all the kind of like corporate talk about, well, this is a great merger for the acquisition of our, let's just try to cut through that noise real quick and see what does that mean to the vending industry. So, yeah, 365 markets, all cash transaction, $848 million. Okay. So now you're talking about Cantaloupe being under that umbrella. Will they be, it's going to happen. It's going to close in the second half of this year, 2025. And they're talking about, voting rights and board of directors and all this, kind of corporate stuff. So the CEO of 365 said this is an incredibly exciting moment for the team. We're very proud of the progress that we have made, and together with Cantaloupe, we will be able to deliver a broader, more innovative suite of solutions to our customers around the world. We look forward to working with them, expand, etc. I did see that, in something that I read too, it said that Cantaloupe was still going to operate. Possibly it's still going to operate under its current umbrella for how long, who knows. So my initial reaction would be, it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing. And then 365 bought Par Level, and Par Level, people use Par Level. The technology on 365 seems to be pretty decent. Could the prices go up? Who knows? Could there be changes to Cantaloupe's, software offerings as far as, Seed Pro changing? Do they interface it? It kind of reminds me of when Sega bought AMS. And they said that Sega was going to kind of operate as its own entity. Again, I don't know. This is just hot off the take. They just announced the merger. I don't really think they've given a lot of details of what the implications of this are going to be for the end user, except a bunch of corporate talk about it's a great journey and we're just really excited and all that kind of stuff. But it reminds me of when AMS was acquired by Sega and no changes were going to happen. And no changes happened for a couple years. AMS was going to operate as the gold standard, as it always has been, until recently, until about 2 years later, to where now the AMS machines who are owned by Sega are now being filled and proliferated with Sega parts. Okay? Which obviously it makes sense, right? Why would you want to streamline it and use same parts? I get it from their side of it. But again, you're taking a brand like AMS, a Mercedes-Benz brand, and then you're putting those parts in it of a less desirable brand vehicle with a bad reputation. So again, not saying that this is what will happen with 365, and I do think 365 has some offerings, and they'll get into that. I think a positive this could be a positive for Cantaloupe as far as hopefully the first thing they do, 365, is delete the weighted cooler that they're doing right now. That would be day one. If I were the CEO of 365, I would say, boop, we're done. Weighted shelf technology coolers, not happening. That's done. That's going to save Cantaloupe a bunch of money. Now 365, a bunch of money. So we will see. Again, this is just the initial hot off the take, but 365 has acquired Cantaloupe. It should finalize by the end of this year. I don't think we'll see any changes until next year, if any. But yeah, maybe as a Cantaloupe user, get some more offerings. Maybe Seed Pro will go upgraded into, a better kind of VMS and integration. It could be a win-win for everyone involved. So again, the time will tell. But to wrap it up, I'm a major acquisition when you're talking about an almost $1 billion transaction. So we will see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you like 365? Do you have experience with 365? Are you excited about this acquisition, or are you nervous? Time will tell. Guys, remember the Cooler class, Cooler University, is coming at the end of this month, the end of June. If you're seeing this video before the end of June, the link will be down below to get a ticket to this class. We're going to have multiple AI coolers there that you can use, that you can open up, fill, try to trick them, mess with the cameras, look at the app, look at the software, look at the back end, and go through all that. So if you're interested, that will be held in Tampa Bay, and all the details will be in that link down below. Appreciate you guys watching, but remember, most importantly, until next time, keep your drinks cold and your snacks fresh.